Here we are, episode 48 of Talkin the Trash. I'm your host, Tim Snyder. Welcome to episode 48. I'm the producer of Talkin Trash and I'm also the host. We created this show to spread the message of recovery on National Recovery Month. We try to put a light spin on such a dark subject. We bring our own personalities and experiences in the hopes to save those in the throes of addiction while being relatable to those who aren't. We'll have a theme each week. Today's theme is home, like your environment. We touched on sober livings. We've touched on PHP programs. We've touched on like Oxford houses, like the very bottom of the bottom. But a lot of people got sober at Oxford houses because they needed the bottom of the bottom. Is what it is. Our objective here is to put yourself in a nurturing environment, or at least an environment that doesn't tear you down. Maybe it's changing people, places, and things. Maybe it's going to a sober living. You know, so your environment is huge because it affects. It's gonna make or break it. And if you're not comfortable in your environment, you're gonna try and get comfortable somehow. And you'll probably fall back on the ways that we knew how to get comfortable in the past. So home. This week's focus is on the impact a safe and stable living environment has on recovery from mental health and substance use problems. Key message is we all need a stable and safe place to call home. A home provides the foundation for a life in recovery, as I just said. Home is a safe, stable, and soft space to land, even on those really hard days. I mean, as an addict in early recovery, I mean, you got a hard day, and you come home and you come home to a nightmare. 5 guys failing drug tests and this, that, and the third, and that's a trigger. That's a trigger day right there. I'm not a huge fan of triggers. I don't like the term, but I get that. Listen, there have been things that have taken me out in the past, not absolving me of my mistakes, but there are reasons that I slipped. So, creating a safe, affordable housing for all with mental health and substance use conditions supports their recovery. And this is SAMHSA. This is our national recovery-based, the most corporate of corporate for recovery. But they have a good point here for Recovery Month, and they have championed it. So I'll give them all the credit. Thank you for National Recovery Month. We celebrate National Gratitude Day by thanking those who help friends and loved ones through recovery. We are grateful for everything you do to keep yourself and those you love happy. You can find support for yourself or others at samhsa.gov, samhsa.gov. Sorry, I've asked a friend to read the preamble.
This is our preamble that we read. This is our humble broadcast where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We are transparent about our journeys. We have no expectations or benchmarks set. Our work is in God's hands, who is first and foremost in both our lives and our recovery. It's a privilege to be a part of the recovery community as a mouthpiece for those touched by the disease and are without a voice. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the message that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show as living examples that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. Not only is that the 5th step promise, it's our creed we abide by here on Talkin Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away.
Join us for a moment of silence for the still sick and suffering, followed by the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Alright, so let's go around and meet the team of Talkin Trash. You got Mike Oxley, LPN. He's an addiction recovery nurse. He's a stroke survivor. He brings a lot of knowledge to the table, and he has a colorful way about him. There's Tim Snyder, that's me. I'm 41 years old. I'm the father to two beautiful women. I'm your host for Talkin Trash and the producer of the broadcast. Then you got Tommy Wilkes. He's 37 years old. He's very smart. He lives in Atlanta. He's handsome and he's very ticklish. So we're going to go around the horn here and check in with everybody. Tommy, what's happening?
What is up, world? How's it going?
I'm
Tommy, and I'm an alcoholic. We're talking about recovery all month. Without addiction, there is no recovery, and that's where we come in. We bridge the gap between the two and offer varying opinions on both sides of the matter. I'm an alcoholic in recovery. Tim's an addict and alcoholic in recovery, and Mike's a longtime nurse in the recovery field. So let's meet the rest of the team.
Let's do it.
How you doing, Mike?
How is Mike
I'm
doing?
doing good. I'm okay, guys.
Good.
Busy weekend. Caught some college games. Caught some NFL today. But today is Sunday, and I know this show will hit tomorrow. But it's only been a few days since we spoke, but it's been very eventful. Let's just say that. And I'm glad to be here. And let's get into it. How are you doing, Tim?
Me, I'm doing pretty good. No, I'm not doing good at all. Actually, let's throw this up here.
I was hoping you
get
were going to
into
do
it.
that.
For
Let's get into it.
sake. I don't know.
That was a really good intro, Tim.
Thank you. I must have forgot that I destroyed my beard yesterday. Like, I don't have much in this world. God did not give me height. He didn't give me, the gift of gab. I'm not strong. I'm not an athlete, or not anymore.
You played
He
hockey?
gave me. I did, but I was before I broke my knee. He gave me a great beard, and I just
You have a great
mutilated.
beard.
No, not anymore.
Well,
It's like that's like
grow
a
back.
brown Kenny Rogers beard. That's how good.
Yeah, exactly. So I did some damage. Everybody knows I got a little neurological damage. Some days worse than others. But yesterday I was perfectly fine. I'm like, I'm gonna trim up because I was getting bushy. I was looking good, but I want to trim it. And I'm shaving, and all of a sudden, then this happens. So anyway, I'm pissed. I am pissed off. But that's
At
okay.
least you weren't manscaping when this happened. So
I got a
that going.
I got a funny quick story about that. Vicky, please turn off the TV right now. So when I was getting confronted about doing drugs and stuff, my mom she's always hesitant. She's quiet in the corner. My dad goes, Vicky, tell Jason, my brother, what you saw. She said, I don't know, but I walked in on him one time and he was putting something into his penis. I'm like, I was manscaping. That's what I was doing. But she thought I was shooting heroin.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Like it's a tough day if I'm shooting dope into my.
That is a tough
Yeah.
day.
So
God.
that's a rough one. That just popped into my head.
Would that even work?
No, I don't know. Actually, it's
No different than anywhere else. I mean,
I guess
Yeah, that
not.
would
But I'm
hurt.
not taking the chance. Are you
Yeah, I
kidding me?
wouldn't take the chance.
Oh my God. So yes, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever heard in my life. She's like, I saw him. He's putting something into. I'm like, Mom, knock on the door, number one. If I'm dead, you'll hear me hit the floor. So then come in then. I was manscaping for a date I had. And I was also in the middle of a intervention too. So what a disaster that day was. Anyway, sorry about you just caught me at a bad time, boys. Tommy Wilkes, he's our co-host. He's 37. He's been clean. He's coming up on a year. Is that a year? Yeah.
October, right?
October.
Yeah, not
Yes,
about
sir.
about a month away. Or what are you? 11 months today? Right around it.
Right around it. Yep.
Yep. Attaboy. We remember you coming on here with 6 months sober, smiling, happy.
Yep.
And now you're part of the team, all angry, and it's all good. We got you here.
Bitter.
Bigly.
He's from Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta.
Love Atlanta. Loves booze and uppers, as do I, as does everybody. He's an accountant. He got one of them college degrees. A big fancy guy.
I'm blessed.
I don't like them book learnings. So Tommy, what's up with you, buddy boy?
What's going on?
I don't
Good
know.
to be here. No anger. I'm happy to be a part of this. Before the show, I was able to speak at an AA meeting over in Vinings, which is right near my high school. It's a pretty surreal being in that room 20 years later. Going to high school right down the road. But I'm doing good. And I had a lot of people come up to me after and thank me, and that's just, I do that as a service, and to be of maximum service to others, and if my experience can help someone, that's what I try and do. And I feel like I did that tonight, and so but excited to be here, and I'm excited about the topic, environment, because I think you're right, Tim. That is huge. And for me, complete change of environment, and that I feel like environment is a huge thing as far as relapse prevention. And so I'm excited to dive into that.
It's going to be a good episode. I've had a lot of other issues aside from my beard, but we had a good episode here. We got some fun stuff going on. We're going to look back at a few clips. We're going to talk about sober livings, and we're just going to kind of wing it here. We have the drug test game coming up again.
Yes.
I had Jeopardy. I had Jeopardy.
Can we not have answers that count, like be goofy dad joke type puns?
No, therefore, that's the beauty of it. Hysterical. And let's see what Mike's talking about, shall we? Oh my God, I'm awful today. I do have videos here, right? I mean, I do pay for this thing. Oh, here it is. All right, so this is a look into our last drug test. So it's fun, people. If Mike was a mushroom, he would be
Eaten.
a fungi to be with.
That's good.
I made that one up. How many teeth does a snail have, Tommy?
0.
14,000. Close. Very close. The legal limit for alcohol. This is fun. It's designed to make you both look like jerk-offs. What is the generic name of Suboxone?
Hydrocodone.
No, buprenorphine.
Oh, right.
Tommy, what is the generic name for Percocet?
Hydrocodone.
How many times are you guys going to guess hydrocodone? Mike, what are 2 things you can't have for dinner?
I, personally?
Yeah, just in general, as a human being. What are 2 things you can't have for dinner?
Metal and plastic.
Breakfast and lunch, dummy. What has a spine but no bones, Tommy?
What has a spine but no bone? A snake?
A book, Thomas. Good times all around. Love it.
Metal and plastic.
Metal and plastic. I mean, it could have been anything.
I'm right. I just looked around the room. I saw metal. I looked at plastic.
You can't have lamp or picture together.
Right. I can't have cats or dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Springfield, Ohio.
A mess.
Hey,
actually, when
Tommy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You were talking at your old high school, right?
Next to it.
Near there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 20 years later, like being in the same neighborhood, like some of them kids that go to that school, you may have gone with their mother.
Yeah, there were parents of
I see where you're
kids
going with this.
at my high school that are currently at my high school. The parents came up to me tonight and were like, "I'd love for you to, talk to my kid about your experience."
Did they say talk to my kid, or did they say, "Welcome back. I want you to talk to your son"?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But nobody comes up to me after I chair a meeting. They all look at me like they pity me.
No, that he might have a couple kids in that school.
We get it. I figured it was some kind of inappropriate joke, but I wasn't making it.
It wasn't inappropriate. Some of these kids might be yours over there, especially if you were drinking all the time.
You begin to snowball, Mike. That's how you are. So, another fun thing. Matthew Gillespie of the addiction support group, and I don't know, he does a lot of things. He loves us. We love him. So he made me an admin on their Facebook page.
Nice.
So I guess I can, I don't know, put stuff up without having to be approved or whatever.
Yeah,
and we get a lot of traffic from them. So I
Yeah.
appreciated
yeah,
That's
him.
great. Thank
that's a
you.
good
Thank
group.
you, Matt.
Yeah, I
Yeah, Matt,
appreciated
thanks,
him
buddy.
Yeah.
entrusting us with that kind of thing.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, he knows us inside out. He watches every episode. He knows
Yeah.
our personalities. He knows who's about what, and he's a smart guy. He could smell bullshit from a mile away. So I'm not gonna go on there and cherry pick girls. I don't even know what. I honestly don't know what I could do negative from having
Well,
that, other than
getting
delete
rid
the
of the
fucking
spam,
thing.
the
Well,
spam that
he's
comes
got
all day long.
well, I'm not joining up to work. I'm not doing
Well,
that. I got enough going on. But you're exactly right. That's what happens on these Facebook pages. It
Yeah.
is like 80% spam. You know, the hot girl with her titties hanging out. She's like, I'm 30 days. DM me. You know, whatever. So like,
or
there's that.
this all natural holistic cream,
Oh yeah,
is what saved me. Forget doctors. I just
yeah.
nonsense.
Yep. So that's most of the addiction pages. They're just Indian guys in Habinadad. You know, just trolling our girls and guys. So
Oh, not American Indians.
oh,
The-
well, I mean, they don't have access to the internet on the reservations, right, Mike?
I don't know. You're talking about the ones with the dots.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just
Which kind?
I'm being the kind overseas with the dots,
Oh,
but
all right. Yeah, yeah.
they don't have dots. I don't think there's any dots involved.
All right.
There may be. I don't know. These
I
people
thought
who
they
are
had the things right here, like
they
for
do
some.
that's a window to their soul.
Do you know what I was always told? That God did that to them.
Really?
put a little
That
dot in their head.
Huh.
yes, when they're in heaven, ready to be released onto earth, God says, "Get out of here. You're ugly.
Oh gosh.
Hmm.
Oh my
All
god.
right. So we have offended four different ethnic groups, and we are 18 minutes into
Get
the
out of
broadcast.
here. You're ugly."
So we're off to a
Oh.
good start. Yeah, there's a lot of different Indians. There is what it is. Um, they're not like the Sioux Indians. These are Indian people being dirtbags. So I doubt they have a dot on their head because I don't think
Like
they have any
Slumdog
kind of
Millionaire. Yeah.
something like that. That was a
Good
sweet story.
movie.
This is great movie.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but
Great
this
movie.
is disaster. So I, uh, oh, what was I gonna say? It's also Suicide Awareness Week. It ends today. So act now. If you have a guy or a gal who's suicidal and you don't know what to do, they may not even be hurting themselves. They might have said things like, I don't know, suicidal ideations. Oh, I wish I wasn't here. Oh, I hate. And if they're using drugs, that is multiplied exponentially. So, you know, 988. It's how you start. It's like 911, but like unless there's an emergency,
No
dial
cops are
911.
coming.
But
No
no
cops are
cops are
coming.
coming. Nope. And they're gonna get you the help you need because they have the resources. They're national. So no reason for anybody to take their own lives, especially with drugs, because you're taking your own life under false pretenses. You think, oh, I'm a
Oh,
piece of
right.
I suck at life, so I'm doing drugs because of that.
Yeah.
Nope. You suck at life because you're doing drugs. Like what came first, chicken or the egg? Chicken did. So like
Well put.
it's the same thing with everything.
Yeah.
You're
Now,
off your
being that I can't work as a nurse anymore, obviously with my para- paralysis and stuff,
hmm
I like I would do that. Like I would. I don't know if I could be trained better, but I would do that hotline. I would do a few hours a day. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
the
You'd be
national
good
That
line,
at
the
that.
988.
yeah, 988. I could work there. You could
I
call,
think you'd
talk
be
to
really
me.
good at that.
I'd make you
Yeah,
laugh. Yeah,
Tony's right. You would be
Yeah.
good at that
I mean,
because
you're
like
yeah.
our
I would
very
do
fans,
that.
you're very easy to talk to, and like you're disarming.
he is
So I
very
feel
Right.
like
disarming.
I feel like just given your experience working in recovery and detox centers, I mean, I think
I've seen
you've
it all.
learned, you've seen it all, right? And so
Bottom.
yeah.
People hit rock bottom, and it's the first steps. And I look at that phone. If they're calling that number as the same thing, that's rock bottom. That's the first step, just like
Yes.
walking through a rehab. And that's how
Yeah.
I would look at it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but I've already been inappropriate, as Tim likes to say.
Eh,
So I mean, I would have to watch being my appropriateness for the, you know, kill yourself hotline thing.
I don't think that's what it's called, but I admire your dedication to suicidal ideation and such. I didn't know. Where did you do that? Was there like you do it in your house?
Well, I guess. I mean, there's no big call bank. I don't know. If
I
people
think
show
you
up to.
can do it remote.
It's the only
Okay.
place
I mean,
that
it
you would
makes
show up to
sense.
go to work and hope that your phone doesn't ring.
Well,
Think
yeah,
about
without
it.
a doubt.
I mean,
But like any place I was involved in like that, my phone rang off the hook. If I was on call or whatever,
yeah,
my phone never stopped ringing. So
I would reach out. I mean, I would volunteer my time to do that if I was trained properly. That I would be
yeah,
more appropriate.
I'm sure there's a script of things you can and can't say, things you
yeah.
should
Right.
say, things you shouldn't say, because you are dealing with someone who is possibly going to kill themselves when they hang up the phone. That's a heavy burden to. It's just a phone call. It's not just a phone call. It's
Oh, you
somebody.
mean like
It's
getting emails that a 12-year-old has overdosed, like a heavy
yeah.
burden?
I've been
Oh my
talking.
God, I've been tossing and turning all night
I made a
Yeah.
mistake with
for
that.
for a week.
I did not respond to that. Michelle, if I'm sorry if I got a late email to you. I usually email right after the show. I saw today that I never sent the email to you. It was in my drafts. I don't know. I'm sorry. Your correspondence was very important to us, and
Oh my God, I was hoping to hear back from her. In fact, I asked you a couple times over the weekend, actually.
I know.
Did we hear from Michelle or whatever? But yeah, what happens is after this show, we'll talk to each other in a group call, the three of us, and then he'll put an email together on summing up on what all three of us kind of had to say,
Yeah,
sort
I
of
mean, we try
paraphrase.
to yeah paraphrase and because this is serious shit. You know what I mean? We joke around
Yeah,
and
life and death.
we're inappropriate, but like it's life and death. But who better to deal with life and death situations than people who have been life and death? I mean, you can't. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I could have died over that." Well, you should try actually dying and see how that works out for you. So, yeah, it's like addicts working in rehab. You know, same idea. I
Hmm.
wanted to show Tommy, my sweet friend. I wanted to show him something. I was looking for this email. I finally found it. Let's see here. I'll share my screen. Here it goes. This is going to be great radio for everybody listening.
Yeah,
I can't.
sharing screens is always good
Yeah,
on
it's great.
radio.
Yeah, everybody loves it. Here we go. All right. There we are. You
Oh,
can't read
that's
that.
great.
Can't read it.
I know. Can I
What does
zoom
it
in
say?
somehow? I'll tell you. I want you to read it as I said it, but I guess.
Can you zoom
Zoom.
in?
I'm trying. I'm working on it. Zoom. No. Okay. It's from Vince Douglas. Just a quick message from a week or two ago. I don't remember. We love the whole gang. Just tell Tommy that we love him and we're proud of him. VD and family. So like, I don't,
Appreciate that.
I don't share any of these nice things with you guys at all.
Yeah, we
I
hear
guess.
the. You guys need to,
So
cut your
I
big
will.
toe off and stick it up
Well,
your ass.
you did share there was that mom that emailed you really early on, Tim, when I came
Yeah.
on
Yep.
about her son. Was going through recovery. I'm going blank on her name, maybe Michelle, but she wrote a nice
Mm,
message on like I think it was the one I was a guest on, but that one really spoke to her son, and
I
so I
thought it was
really
episode
appreciated that.
22, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, 22.
I do get a lot of stuff that I don't show you guys. Back then, I showed it to you because we only had like 500 people and nobody gave a shit.
Right.
Now I'm inundated enough to where I can handle it, but I may have to hire a secretary at some point. So my fault. You guys get a lot of personal fan mail from people who are appreciative of what you're doing, the time you're donating. Um, I'll do better in the future to make sure you guys know you're loved because it's not all kids dying at 12
12.
years old. Um,
Yeah, that was a rough night for me. I tossed and turned all night.
oh my
I'm
god, are
sure
you
our
kidding?
listeners and our viewers did too. It's not just me. I'm sure
Yeah.
that was real time. And I remember saying, I kept pushing. Can we do emails now? Can we do emails now? I had no idea that was going to be the email
Well,
that
all
a
right.
12-year-old liked.
Since we're talking about it, let's share a screen one more time. After that email, I pulled up this. This is my daughter, preschool. There
Oh.
she is, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. Look at that property I had, the real hockey goal, and oh well. Seventh grade,
Well, the picture's not
eighth.
changing.
Yeah, the pictures aren't changing.
Oh, they're not. I should have told me that earlier.
Oh, there we go.
There, there we go.
Okay. Which one's this?
Well, it is my daughter Grace. So do I have to do it from here? So if I click on it, it
So
opens
yeah,
up.
it's going by grade.
It was
Show
going
her
by
seventh
grade.
grade.
Yeah. My
I.
point was,
This is how young she looked, and this is the kid that died.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's any other way for me to go through them other than bring up a window you can't see. Oh, can you see that?
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll edit that out. This is preschool, and this is her going into senior year of high school. So just if anybody's actually watching this, is there a zoom in feature here? Of course it's not. Why would there be? Oh, here's one. All right. So my daughter at 12 years old is sitting right there at this laptop. That's her at 12 years old. That's how old the kid was who overdosed and died.
Wow.
I couldn't even imagine. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather have my kid hit by a car or something. God forbid, but like honestly, like that's a terrible thing to happen. Awful. I almost want more details about it, but
Yeah, I
I don't
almost
want
do,
to.
but I don't. Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not.
That's
It's
normal.
not, and it's not appropriate to ask. So like, it is what it is. But like, hopefully, Michelle, you respond to our email and let us help. Because I mean, we can help. I don't know. We can listen. We can tell you it's going to be all right, even though it's
I
probably not. But
I want to be able to respond because I'd be in a rubber room bouncing off the walls.
yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
I couldn't even. I wouldn't know if you responded because I'm bouncing off the walls, blah,
Yep.
blah, 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 like that. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
All right, so let's talk just a few minutes about home and your environment and how much it can affect your sobriety or actually take your sobriety away from you if you're not
hmm,
careful. And it's done that to me. I've made my own
Yeah.
choices, but I've been in situations where I'm like, fuck it, I'm going off the rails. Everybody else is. The
are you
paint's
talking about home like a sober living, or are you talking about returning home to your residence?
either or, any home environment. Like if you go
But
home to your residence and that's bad for you because
Yeah.
you're back in your shit, maybe that's not where you should be going right now.
right, but you also we talked about in a few episodes is that's all you can afford to happen right now because you need to get your butt to work, which is
Agreed.
actually adding more stress to
Yeah.
the situation, and we talked about that. But I mean, to be honest with you, I saw a lot of repeat customers, so I would always
Yeah.
ask them, what happened, what went
Yeah.
wrong. I would put like a database together of
Mm-hmm.
people that what happened, and more times than not, it was a spouse, it was friends, and it was close family that and we've talked about it again. I hate to keep saying all the shows, but just breaking balls. I mean,
Yep.
you got to give them some spot. You got to give them some space because they were an extra 10 minutes in the bathroom. Maybe they were constipated. It doesn't mean they were shooting up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Especially when you accuse them of shooting up in there when they haven't. And
There's.
you only get so many free strikes at that before they're going to say, screw it. then
Yeah.
then I will go shoot up. You know, you get like three chances, strikes, you're out. A lot of times that would happen. A lot of times it was that their spouse or significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, weren't clean and
Mm-hmm.
weren't
Sure.
they were going right back into a relationship that was the same.
Tina.
Right, which is amazing all by herself there,
Yep.
black and white photo and all. I'm just saying
Mm,
that she went home with little to no support and has thrived. And she's
yeah.
an anomaly. An
She is an
anomaly.
anomaly. That you're absolutely right. Tommy's a little bit of an anomaly too. Cause I was
Yeah.
actually taking a shit earlier today, and you popped in my mind, and
All right.
the word anomaly popped into my mind. I mean, we're blessed to have an anomaly on here because he's got
Yeah.
his faculties about him.
Well,
Um,
17 years is no joke. I mean,
yeah,
I've
but he
seen
wasn't
people with
drinking handles every day.
sclerosis. Yeah, but he
No.
put it in that college time. He's a college
Yeah.
boy. They
Yeah, I
drink fucking
know.
hard, man. They drink,
Yeah.
bro. So
That's
it
how it
starts
started.
Thursday night. Thursday night.
Yeah.
Remember, their weekend starts Thursday at college.
Yeah.
Texas A&M. I believe my oldest daughter is Tommy's age. I believe when the party school thing came out, the top 10 party schools that is in Forbes or U.S. News and World Report, the one I was shocked to see. Well, I'm sure Texas A&M was there, but my daughter's college was there, and where
What
she was going, it
what
was
was it?
Lehigh.
Oh,
Oh,
Lehigh
was that
University.
really? No
Lehigh
shit.
was one
Wow.
of the top 10 party schools, but one of the top
Interesting.
20 in academically one of the top 20,
Yeah.
but one of the top 10 party at the same time, which was a good mix, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
East
but
East Car- East Carolina University was always number one when I looked at it. I don't know if that's
Really? ECU.
yeah. You know it, I guess.
The Pirates.
Top top 10
yeah,
party schools.
I think
Texas
Okay.
A&M was always a big one.
Colorado's up there.
Colorado was
Probably.
a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking
USC,
right now. Number
Tampa,
20
Tampa when it became a university.
University of
University of Tampa.
Colorado
Yeah.
Boulder. They rate ranked 24th. Ohio State is 23rd. Southern Methodist University is
SMU.
22nd. Yeah.
SMU.
University
Yeah.
of Delaware. Mike, how about that? Right? The
Yeah,
Game
that's
Hens.
over up there
The
with
Fighting
Lehigh. I
Blue
mean, with the,
Hens.
Yeah,
yeah,
the Hens.
That's where
Yep.
Joe Flacco went.
Yeah. Yep. San
Joe
Diego.
Flacco.
San Diego State University. 19 Michigan State University. 18 University of Texas Austin. 17 University of Mississippi. 16 University of California. What's that? Cal U?
Cal Berkeley.
Oh, Cal Berkeley, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was Santa Barbara. I don't know.
Oh,
They're
is it
number 16.
UCSB?
Yeah, UCSB. Yep. Miami University, number 15.
Hmm.
Indiana University at Bloomington, number
Yep.
14.
Wow.
The Hoosiers.
They're the Hoosiers?
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's UI. Or
You're
IU.
right. Yeah, but I didn't put two and two together. University of Iowa, 13. Ohio University, 12. Penn State, 11.
Yeah.
Penn State has...
huge.
They have a... do you ever go to Penn State, Mike?
listen, I've been turned off of Penn State for 20 years now.
What, because of Joe
San,
Paterno?
because of that whole Sandusky thing. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's
That was
Sandusky.
crazy.
I didn't
Yeah.
go up. I wasn't there before. I was there before that happened. It is a crazy university. It is.
Yeah.
It's
it
the
is.
town.
So,
It's Happy
right,
Valley.
the whole
Yeah.
right. It's the
State
whole
college.
10-mile radius. Right.
The whole town out in the middle of friggin' nowhere, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I've been following their hockey team. They got a great hockey product there at Penn State.
Oh,
Number 10, West Virginia University.
Yeah.
Number
oh yeah,
9,
of course.
University of Southern California. Number 8, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign.
Yeah.
7, Syracuse. I'm not surprised at that. I know a few people who went to Syracuse. They're not right.
Orangeman.
The Orangemen. University of Georgia, number 6.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Well, you can see that they win games. They take the school SUVs out and drag
Yeah.
racing at night.
Yep.
With some
Everywhere
hot
I
chicks.
go, everybody has a Georgia G on their face, on their car, on their hat, on their
Yeah.
hands, on their shirts, on their coats, on their underwear. I mean, these people go dogs. You know what I mean? Go dogs.
Dogs.
These people love their Georgia football. I watched a little bit of the game yesterday. They won 14-13 in a real nail biter.
13-12.
A 13-12.
Kentucky, right?
Nail
They played
biter.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was at
yeah.
Kentucky.
'Cause I'm
Yeah, it was a
trying to
close game.
watch. I'm trying to watch a little football
The
these
Aggies
days,
beat
and
Florida.
saw that too. I thought about you.
That was our
So.
first road win since 2021 or 22.
Yeah.
Which is
See, I don't have the hard drive space in my person right now to take as much football in and do all this and like there's a lot of football. It's not like
There
hockey.
is.
Like there is people love college, they love the Falcons, the Eagles. Like it's aggressive. It's overly aggressive for me. It's visual stimulation for me. I can't handle it right now. I mean, at the time I could probably follow multiple sports, but not these days. So I'm watching the Bulldogs and I keep watching the Eagles. University of Alabama, number 5.
Yep.
Whoops. Howard University, number 4. Is that an
Really?
all-black college?
I believe so.
Yes,
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
In DC.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where one of the Cosby kids went. In the
Howard
show.
is an above-average private university located in D.C. with popular majors including biology, political science, and government.
Lisa
It
Bonet. That was
doesn't
her.
say anything. Um, University of Wisconsin number 3, Florida State University number 2, Tulane, the the Wave.
Yeah, get the
Oh
green wave.
my God, where are they? Where are they from?
New
Tulane.
Orleans.
Oh, they're from New
Yep.
Orleans. That checks out. So we just
Yep.
got sidetracked. Yeah, we just. Anyway, real quick. We do have a game to play. I do have a couple things I want to show you. Um, we have a very special clean time segment, especially now as we're halfway through Recovery Month. Recovery doesn't stop on September 30th, 30. I don't know how, I don't know how many days are in September. It doesn't stop when
30.
September's over. It starts when September's over, and that's going to be my motto. And we're going to talk about living spaces, but I came up with this all by myself. Ready? When I
Okay.
have like these epiphanies, I put them in my notes. Here it is. Ready? Tim comes up with this. If you're here, you're right where you're supposed to be. Mm,
Unless you're at a strip club
no, that's not the point.
with no money.
No, you're right. Right. If you're here, like say me living in my parents' house, somebody in rehab, somebody in a sober house, if you're there, that's where you're supposed to be. Everything happens for a reason. God
At
puts
that
you
moment, right.
at that moment,
Yeah.
right? So even if you feel like, my life is effed up, I was using my life as an example. It hit me. If
Right.
I'm here, this is where I'm supposed to be right now.
Yeah.
And by doing what I should be doing, I have a
Yeah.
pretty peaceful life with a great relationship with my girls and my parents. I'm helping them out, and like for
Yeah,
me,
I mean,
I,
I
I
was thinking about that the other day, Tim. You're actually moving down to Bumblefuck actually saved your life.
we're fucking
I,
cursing this episode, huh?
I mean, it saved your life.
No, it did. That's
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's
I believe
you
that
had to
too.
hit rock bottom. And then Tommy on the other on the inverse, if he hadn't have been receptive to his first intervention,
Yes.
and this
yeah.
is
Who
the
knows?
first time people really put their fist down at him, and he felt this kind of heat, and he responded to him.
Yeah.
He had that loving relationship with his family. If
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
didn't have the relationship with his family to begin with, he wouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
been receptive
Yeah. It's a
to
great
what they were
point.
all saying.
That's a
And he
great
may
point.
be in there getting liver function tests in the
Yep.
next year or so. And that's the
Exactly
truth.
right.
And
Yeah.
bouncing job to job. And when you're a consultant, you get to call your jobs and you get to put
Yeah.
shoddy work together and you get to ruin your reputation. So if he wasn't receptive and didn't have respect for what his close people were saying,
Yeah.
he would have said, go scratch. All you to
Yeah.
hell with
You
you.
are
You know what I mean?
I
absolutely
would
right.
I would have continued to isolate, and this is what I was going
Yeah.
to add is that this disease wants you to isolate. That's when it grabs a hold of you, and because you push people away, you keep people at a distance, and that's when the disease, I believe, really has a grip on you. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, especially for me, like when I was isolating. And Mike,
Here indeed.
it's a really good point, and I appreciate
You
you
would have
saying
further
that
you would
because
have further isolated because
yeah,
they just called you out. All these
Mm-hmm.
people just called you out.
Is that
You
how
know what
it
I mean?
happened,
yeah,
Tommy? They called you out? An intervention
yeah.
for you?
I mean, I there was an intervention, but I had distanced myself from family and
Yeah.
on both ways,
Yep.
and so through the help of an addiction counselor who is connected with our family, he got involved in conversations with me and offered treatment, and
Yep.
as Mike was saying, I was receptive to that and wanted to make that decision because I looked at my future and I didn't want my future to be like me not being with my family and not
Yeah.
being with my nieces and nephews,
And there
and
was shit that went down probably that none of them even knew about. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah. Always
yes,
is.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
judging on the surface stuff. They really saw what was underneath. Oh my God.
And then he's
yeah.
isolating on top of it. So there's shit they didn't even know happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
And
where through amends,
mhm.
through the AA and the 12 steps, making amends to my family members.
Yeah.
And those conversations were very powerful, and like there was a lot of tension leading up to treatment, and going through those amends just completely changed everything
You
for the
should have just
better.
went to
Because
Impact.
probably, but
Yeah.
I believe that
I'm
going
sure.
to
Yep.
the place we went to was in God's plan, and that's how we met.
Yep.
And like you were saying, being in the place where you should be.
Right.
If I didn't
Yeah.
go to that program, I wouldn't be on this podcast.
Well, exactly right.
And you know what I mean. And so, but I also believe, that having that time at the place we went to in good old Tequila allowed me to go into impact focused, motivated,
Yeah, I
clear
know.
headed, no detox needed. And I think that was in God's plan.
If you remember me
Um,
telling you, you laid it out for me. I'm like,
yeah.
holy shit,
I
it's
remember when
backwards,
I
but
called you.
like
It's
that's
back. Yeah.
awesome. It's
It,
really a great way to end your treatment. You know what I mean? Not a lot of
yeah.
people have that.
And then
A lot of
that's what,
people are
like,
just
yeah, we had that episode on sober living.
yeah,
And, I decided to do 2 months of that. And that was a very good decision. And that,
yeah,
allowed me to ease back into, real life and also learn how to sponsor people.
yeah. That's important.
You know
It
what's
doesn't
funny?
just help the person; it helps you.
Yeah.
Did,
Sponsorship.
did you guys ever
Yeah.
think when you were in that first place together that you were, um, that less than a year later, that groups would be watching a podcast with the both of you in it as part of their meetings? Is that
I,
crazy?
this, Mike, is a
Kinda.
great point. What I will say on that is, like, when I met Tim and got to know him, I remember telling him, I was like, dude, you are so talented, because he was showing me the hockey stuff when he was
Hmm.
involved with the minor league hockey teams and, like, all of the graphics, and he was showing me all that. And so I was like, this guy, he's gonna do something. Like I know you had the car wreck, but, like, I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I did feel like after we went through our program that Tim was gonna create something.
See, a lot of
Like, I
people have
felt
faith.
that.
I appreciate that, and this it happened. But there's a lot of people that lost faith in me. And I've had these skills my entire life. Like I worked at UPS or worked at IT. I still ran a business at night. I come home and I make graphics, and we barely got by. But at the same time, the same thing is, I get money from my business, give the wife 900, keep 200 for myself, do my little thing. So it was a bad cycle with that. But at the same time, I had these skills and I had the advantages some people don't have, and
Yeah.
I blew it. So like, I get to a point where I'm just like, I'm not good. It doesn't matter if I can make graphics. I'm not good at anything. But what I learned at the place me and Tommy were at, and what I learned a little after that, is that I can connect a, a gift I have, and it's not. I'm not tooting my own horn. I just can connect with the 70-year-old mailman who's an alcoholic and he's in rehab. I can connect with the kid that's 19 years old and has neck tattoos. I can buffer both of those people because I worked in treatment too. So like, I I, how do I put all this together? It was in my mind when I got here, and I didn't really know. I didn't think I had any future here. I didn't think any of this was going to work. And here we are, 48 episodes in, 5,000 people a month or a week watching our podcast, inundated with friend requests, and it is really not what I planned for. Didn't think it would happen, but once it started happening, I was like, yep, now everything makes sense. That's my point of what if you're here, you're right where you're supposed to be. I didn't think that when I came down here a year ago. I didn't think that when I came down to my parents' house at the end of March. But you got to have faith. And like me personally, I have the benefit of seeing faith work prior to all this. Like my daughter was on death's door, meningitis. I prayed on my knees, please God, don't take her from me, don't do this, and she got better. And I'm like, all right, God, I'll talk to you again when I need you. And so like, still, I've seen faith work. Even though my faith doesn't work, I see that faith can work. That there is a God. That there
Yeah.
is a reason for living. So yeah, it was easier to come. I was a little more comfortable in my own skin, knowing that something will happen. I don't know what it's gonna be. Something's gonna
Yeah.
happen. But what ended up happening is talking trash. I wish I didn't name it talking trash. Vicky did that. My mom did it, and now I'm stuck with it. Everybody's like talking
Well,
trash.
I was just going through Facebook one day, sitting around scrolling, and it was still cold out, I know, and I saw Tim. I hadn't seen a post from Tim in a while, and he put, I guess, episode 6 or 7 or 5 up or
Because, yeah,
something,
you were
very
doing a
early.
solo, Tim.
Yeah, he was doing a
Yeah,
solo,
Yeah.
and it was
I
a
was.
lot of hockey.
I wasn't
but there
doing
was
addiction
movies and
recovery.
stuff. He was doing a lot of movie stuff and a lot of the new like Apple TV
Mm-hmm.
shows that are made just for them. And he would be, talking about it. It was entertaining. So I sent him a message, and I usually don't. I just skim,
Yeah.
and I said it was pretty funny. It was good. It was actually good. And then we were talking, and he said, "Well, why don't you come on one time?" And or I said, "I'll come on, and we'll talk about addiction." And he said, great. I said, well, how far do you want to go in addiction? You want to tell people what what you were like? Are you going
Yeah.
to talk? He said, yep, I'm going to talk about it. I'm an open book.
Yeah, I'm an open book.
I said, wow, okay.
Here's a quick flashback to Mike, our first show together. Episode 8. Wow.
I never thought I'd be weekend dad. Never thought I'd be in a rehab. You gotta look at the bright side of everything. The last few years have built me into a person that I never thought I'd be, and I'd never change any of it.
I know.
So,
and I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you. Part of recovery, Tim, is relapse. Mm-hmm. Relapsing is part of recovery.
It is.
So when somebody would come back that fourth or fifth time, hey, don't feel bad. I am more proud of you for still trying to fight, still trying.
So there you have it, Mike's first interview.
It sounds like we're on an airplane hangar, but
I know. Well, that was
pretty
Mickey
funny,
Mouse
actually.
back then.
Yeah. So who would have thunk it? 40 episodes later, here we are.
I do have to share something with you that's near and dear to my heart. I went to church this morning, and Vicky sang, and I got a little clip of that. We had a good laugh at that. Any questions on that?
Was that the All-Star game?
Vicky?
Yeah, it was Vicky. Oh, that's not nice. That is not nice. I'll tell her you thought she was Ingrid Andress. Vicky had a solo tonight, or this morning.
Did you see the packed house behind her, though?
Oh, yeah. That was a rough one. I'm sure I have that somewhere, so we'll run out of time. But yeah, my mom is at 80 years old-ish.
She did good, man.
She can still belt them out. I grew up. She's been doing this for 3 days straight, practicing that fucking song, and I just hear it nonstop, over and over and over. I find myself taking the trash out, and I'm like, "In the name of the Lord," it's in my mind. And then like they go to Walmart, and I'm here by myself, and I think I hear it. Is it me? Is it real? 2:30 in the morning last night. I'm destroying my beard a little more, and I feel like I hear her through the beard. I don't know. So, but I haven't experienced this much in my adulthood. When I was 12, 13 years old, whatever, she was very big into singing at our church down there. She'd sing all the time. It was constant. Like in our house, it was her singing and reading and singing, and you couldn't get a thought out of your mind because Vicky had to sing Sandy Patty.
I love Sandy Patty.
Do you really? Are you kidding me?
What's Sandy Patty?
My mom would play her.
Oh my God.
On CDs, yeah.
It's funny, my mom mentioned that today.
She's like a Christian singer.
Patty?
Christian, yeah, no. Sandy Patty.
Yep.
It's funny because I thought it was just like our family, like we listen to the Sandy Patty weirdo stuff, But yeah, I guess so, huh, Mikey? Tommy, I'm really impressed that you know that. I'm shocked.
Amy Grant.
Amy,
She's
right?
another
Everybody knows Amy Grant, but Sandy Patty's, I guess she's a little less known. But
Yeah.
all right, we're running
Krabby
out of
Patty.
Yep. All right, we'll probably go an hour and 10 here. Let's do some clean time, Mikey. What do you say?
Clean time.
I'm ready.
I love it.
I need an assistant. It's so big. Hey, John Brown Sr., 36 days. Looking good, buddy. Valencia K, 41 days. Look at that necklace.
Valencia.
It's like royalty. 42 days. Katarina D.
I call dibs.
April R, 44 days. Looks great. Monty Fontanello, 49 days. That's no joke. Here she is, Michaela Booker, 51 days. 60's coming, kid. Unbelievable.
Oh, look, he got new glasses.
Wonderful. Finally, 54
wait.
days. Frank
Can
Kenny.
we zoom in on those? Oh, are you hanging out with Frank Kenny and not telling us? Mike,
Oh, look at that.
Pretty funny.
Good.
jokes.
5 days. Rico Suave Dina.
He said he doesn't like that. Don't do it anymore. Ronnie J. 55 days. I'm sorry. I just forget things and then they happen. Mike, you're the
Alex
best.
Reed.
Take over.
65 days.
Supposed to tell you
Samantha
that
Hess,
before we go.
67 days. Looking good. I can't believe it.
I know.
71 days. Anthony Steele. And he was back to nothing. Look at him now.
Yep.
75 days. Destiny. Wonderful. 85 days. Daniel G. I remember back when.
Daniel.
I know.
A.J. Hamilton. 89 days.
Andreas Estrada. I talked to him. Go
We're
ahead,
going to
Mike.
talk to him on the show, like next week, I think.
On Wednesday.
101
we'll talk
days.
on.
David D.
Proud of you.
Christian. 105 days. Even with that change. 105 days, Sarah Dixon. That's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Alex, I know you're new, but you're trucking along. And you
Yeah.
did it without us.
She
109 days. Nikki Starnes.
Nikki.
With her since the
I
beginning.
remember. 109 days for Steve W. Crikey.
Oh, look at Tony J on the beach in Wild.
Tony J. Oh, and he lost weight. 140 days.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just you?
140 days. Maria Gladon.
There she is.
There's Jen Magner. 146 days.
Welcome.
And Jara Black. 151 days. 179. Mandy G. Kissy Girl. There's Jamie Michelle. 180. Wow, over 200.
Sean.
To Sean Booker, man. 230 laps. That's Ricky
Yes.
McVicker.
There it is. Shake
A
and bake.
true American hero.
My girl, KDM.
There's KDM, 277 days. Who's not pregnant?
Oh my God.
284 days.
Mike.
And Patty.
Mike,
Way to go, girl. Yes.
she's my friend.
Okay, 289 days. Craig C. I didn't say you were the father.
Well,
340 days.
I wouldn't-
Rizzo.
I wouldn't mind it.
I love that channel.
You know Willie Vanilli? 344 days. Look at him go. And you saw Garrett
Boy.
Mentup. He was here 10 days ago.
Now look at this.
541.
Oh,
Tim
great.
Snyder. And look at the kid from Stranger Things with him. Amelia Quarto, 2 years and change. Stella Montez, 2 years and change. April Pritchard, 3 years and change.
Yep.
Jeff, 3 years.
Oh,
He's
boy.
the man. There's Kaja. She's new. And she's a 4
no,
year.
It's pronounced Kaisa.
Okay, 6 years. Like Kesha,
Kaisa.
8 years. Tina C.
She's gonna
Kesha.
She's gonna be
12
furious.
years. We love you, Matt. We do. Addiction Pro Group. Check that out. The OK, 13 years and change. It's no joke.
Hey, who's the most important part of any meeting, Mike?
The newcomers, of course. Who else?
Yeah.
And we got Haley McDermott. She's at 19 days. And we have Skylar S. 25 days. Getting near that chip. 30 days. I feel it.
Yeah,
So
man.
proud of everyone. Really, just so proud of everyone. I
Congrats.
feel like a
There should be music here, but
parent bragging at bingo or something
yeah,
about my
man.
kids or something. That's how I
If you want to
feel.
be on Talking Trash, what the hell with it? No music. Um,
Tim,
email me, tim@trashpodcast.com. Right, Mike? No, it's
that's it.
trash-podcast.com. Well, that music worked.
Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on and sing it with me, car wash. Sing it with
Suicide Prevention 988. And why is it just this week is Suicide Prevention Week?
I agree. I say the same thing, but I mean,
Shouldn't every day be Suicide Prevention Day?
well, I mean,
Think about it.
just a little extra. Wise recovery only got a month. Recovery got
I mean, I know like Wednesday that's coming is Cheeseburger Day. So I
Really?
know it's really Cheeseburger Day. I know McDonald's will give you a double cheeseburger for 50 cents.
Really?
You get a double cheeseburger on Wednesday at McDonald's for 50 cents. But that's just
And
one day. I think suicide should have forever
well, I mean,
for
if they're
people not to
not,
kill themselves.
I know, I get. You're making a statement, but like, I just like. Yeah, it feels like
Or
it's when you end your life. It's when you're no longer a part of this planet. So like,
why
if
miss
you're
out? Why kill yourself and miss Cheeseburger Day?
right, there's plenty of things to live for. And if you don't have any, I'll give you some.
Oh yeah, I got
we'll give you
lots.
some.
I
Life
got
sucks. I get it. Life sucks. It does, and especially for us in the throes of addiction, life sucks. But not every day sucks. And we come on here and we laugh and we have fun and it's all saved online, all this stuff. And I don't know, this doesn't suck. It sucked 3 o'clock in the morning last night trying to fix my beard, but it doesn't suck when we do this.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Nah.
suck when somebody sees me out from a meeting or whatever and says, "Hey, you did a great show last night," or whatever it
Yeah.
is. Little things like that.
Yeah.
And I was joking before. What a lot of people come up to me after meetings I chair and say, "Good job, thank you."
Yeah.
I'll just be
Now
so.
tomorrow I'll probably get recognized at the liquor store.
Oh yeah. Well,
He'll
hit me
be
up
saying,
with-
"Hey, you, what you mean? What you
Oh,
mean? That's not nice, but the ugly. What is that?
Yeah. I give
You're
you
not a good
discounts.
friend of mine. You're not good.
Yeah,
I give you best price. No more.
oops,
No more."
oops.
There's the
Mike,
bell. Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
reel it in, kiddo. Reel it in. So, what are you going to the liquor store for, Mike? Mike is allowed to drink. Isn't that funny, Tommy? That you and I are such,
Right.
But I don't. But since the stroke, I really don't. Like
Yeah.
once in
That's
a
probably
while.
good.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I didn't want anything to make me walk worse. If that
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
without a
sense.
doubt.
Yes.
With my gait being off, I didn't think it was a good idea.
You're not missing
Maybe
out.
the most I've had and was two at one sitting, but with a
Mhm.
meal. So I was never a big drinker. So I don't miss. I was the big smoker. Okay.
Yeah.
So and I
Was
know
he ever?
drinking makes me smoke, and I'm trying to do everything like that.
That's what I
But
was just going to ask you if you had to. Like when I drink, I want to do cocaine. Like I don't know why. I just
Yeah.
want to put cocaine in my nose.
that's
Soon as I
odd
get-
because one is a depressant, one is a stimulant.
I don't know.
That's odd.
Like, I definitely want to smoke when I drink. But for some reason, I'm at the bar. I've had 2 or 3 beers. I'm like, I wonder who's selling coke around here. I'd find them.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. All right, let's play a little drug test.
Drug
What do you say,
test.
guys? Yeah. All right, boys. Here's the surprise. Here on Talking Trash, and this is just company policy. We do random drug tests on our co-hosts. All right, no swapping pee. You will be watched when you take the test. I didn't realize that would do that. We're going to redo that. All right, boys, here's the surprise. Here on Talking Trash, and this is just company policy, we do random drug tests on our co-hosts. All right, no swapping pee. You will be watched when you take the test. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. We're playing the game. So,
Okay, we're playing.
this is StreamYard. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to the makers of this platform because
You do that.
I'm getting pretty upset with the things they're doing to me. If you'll remember pre-contemplation, of course. Remember pre-contemplation, contemplation. Mike, you're up 40-2, so you get to go first. Mike, what is
40
the
to
fifth-
2.
It was like 18-7, something like that. I stopped keeping score, but I'm going to start keeping score right now because we're going to get hot. We are going to get hot. Mike, what's the fifth stage of change? You're not going to get it.
Remorse.
Now get out of here. I'm sorry. It is maintenance.
Maintenance.
Yeah, so like I'm on a run right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Tommy. What's the sixth stage of change?
Remorse.
You would think, but I don't think it is. I just turned the music on. Hold it. It's termination. It makes sense. It's more general than we're thinking too much into it. All right, Michael. What Wizard of Oz actress died of an overdose in 47? You've gotten this question 5 times across Jeopardy.
Judy Garland.
Yeah, sure is. Mike, 1. T, nothing yet. All right, you get to go again, Mike. You seriously have gotten that question 4 different times. What is the acronym for? Oh, it's a 3-pointer. You know this. What is the acronym?
AMA.
Well, we could.
That one.
We could. Yeah, Mike, you got a 4-0, Mike. They stopped using AMA, Mike. Did you hear that?
Really?
Like RCA, yeah, they're all AA now. Against advice, like against everybody's advice. Don't go. All right, what does AMA stand for? Well,
Against medical advice.
Against medical advice. Dang. 5 zip already. Jesus. Ooh. Mike, what does SAMHSA stand for?
Oh man.
Oh, I knew this.
I don't know this.
Substance abuse. South African men.
Correct. You got it. Substance abuse and mental health administration.
Gotcha.
Tommy, who has thrown the most passing yards of all time?
I should know this.
You fucking should know this.
Oh gosh.
It can only
Tom
be
Brady.
one of like Yahtzee. Tommy's in.
I would have heard about it if I got that wrong.
Yeah, you would have. I put some questions in for Mike, some questions in for Tommy.
Okay.
Half the time they get the other person's questions. All right, what was the only team to go 0-16 in a single season?
I want to say the Buccaneers.
You shouldn't have wanted to say that because it was the Detroit Lions.
Did you know that one, Mike?
Yes, I did.
I knew that, and I don't watch football. What is the most abused substance in the U.S.?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol?
Alcohol is 6-1. How many times more likely are men to be addicted compared to women? How many
more times?
How many times more likely?
Not as many as you would think. So I'll just say 2.
You got it right.
Good one, Mike.
You got it right. I can't believe it.
I just deduced that.
Yeah, exactly. What ethnic group has the most alcohol poisoning deaths in the U.S.? Mike?
American Indian.
Oh my God, you got in trouble with some tribes last time. Native Americans. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, they have this special gene. See, you didn't need to take it that far. It didn't need to go that far. For fuck's sake, Mike. Jesus.
I'm on the warpath.
Early on, like 14, 15 episodes ago, Mike completely misspoke what he was talking about Native Americans, and it got ugly. Very confusing.
It's the metabolism genetically, but
look
it up.
But you correlated that with black people and whatever sickle cell. Me and Nick didn't know what to do. We're like, is this guy
It's
okay?
all true.
All right, what is the gateway drug, Tommy? Oh no, Mike again.
No, me.
Yeah, it's Mike.
I know.
Marijuana.
Yep. Tommy's just watching this game go by. What was the second Cheech and Chong movie called?
Oh man.
Nice dreams.
Cheech and Chong's next movie.
It was.
Oh, it's just the next one. It's not that stupid.
What's our tally?
Mike, it's 9-1. Tommy, how stupid were the Cheech and Chong movies? I will accept a variety of answers. How stupid were they?
I mean, they were funny. I mean, how stupid? I mean, like an adjective?
Nope, I hate them. And so what would I say if somebody asked me how...
They were very stupid.
They were very stupid. Tommy gets it. That was a softball. I figured you just know it was me. What stoner movie involves hamburgers?
Oh, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Sir.
Yes.
9-3. Tommy has the board. What stoner movie was Dave Chappelle in? Tommy's on a roll.
Half-Baked.
Half-Baked. 9-4.
Did you know that one, Mike?
Yeah, Jim Brewer was the other guy.
Yep. This one's interesting. How many pounds are in a stone? That British blasphemy. It's a tough question.
3.
14. So, I mean, you didn't get it.
What? When is
You could have gotten that one.
Dang it.
Oh, that's easy. February 14th.
Wrong. It's June 59th. I'm kidding.
What?
It's February 14th.
Oh.
Nothing. I'm just being ridiculous. I got a lot of sugar in me. My beard's fucked up. Cocaine and meth cause nerve cells to release large quantities of what?
Endorphins.
Wrong. Dopamine. Back to Tommy. What percentage of addiction is caused by genetics? He's getting all the hard questions. I don't. Mike, would you know this?
Not officially, but I have an idea.
I think
I'm gonna go
you can
70.
do a.
Dang.
You're one off.
I was gonna go
I was gonna say it's a range.
Dang it.
This is ridiculous. Mike, blow it. Try and blow it here. See if you can blow it.
Bill.
Who is it?
We had. Okay.
I'm sorry, you didn't say the last name. That does not count. Tommy, your turn.
What? No way.
Sorry, gotta say the whole name. Tommy, AA meeting closes with this prayer.
Lord's Prayer.
Tommy's on a roll.
Yes.
9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. AA meetings
prayer.
opens up. Now we're 9 to 6. Here we go. How many grams are in an eighth? I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh, shoot,
You're not
I
a
missed
good.
this last time.
Yeah, you did. You're not a good drug addict. Stick with the booze, Tommy.
3.5.
Whoa! Are you
There we
kidding?
go.
Are you looking these
Got
up somehow?
No.
I know you're not. Bust your
No.
balls.
Memory.
Term for taking both an upper and a downer.
Speedballing.
There it is. It's 9 to 8. Tommy! All right, this is fun. What year was the Big Book published? Now pump your brakes, because you got this wrong 4 Jeopardies ago. What year was the Big Book published in?
1935.
You got it wrong. Oh yeah, no, you got it wrong. You got it. You gave the same answer last time. You need to
I did.
learn from your mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Mike, what was the only passenger?
That would be the Concorde.
It would be. Everybody's getting the wrong question. That was for Tommy, and yes, it would be the Concorde, not spaceship. Here we go. Here's another one. The Challenger and Discovery were this type of craft.
Space shuttle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
I thought that was spaceship. That would have been more fun. Let's see.
That is great. That was great.
I watch it. I sent it to that girl, Kaisa. I was talking to her today, and I sent her. What are we talking about? I just lost my train of thought. Where am I?
Spaceship.
We were talking about.
Spaceship.
Yeah, she's like, I watched your Jeopardy thing. It was so funny. I said, here, you got to watch this. I gave her the 3-minute compilation, and yeah, I watched the whole thing again, and then she called me, and it was fun. But yeah, I can't see that and not watch it. It is hysterical. This antihistamine is used to combat anxiety.
Who is it?
Is it Mike or
Me,
you?
but you skipped one. Still
It's
me.
I skipped the question?
Hydroxy. Yeah, you skipped one, but
Oh,
it's all right.
I did. Here you go. What are the only animals to breathe out of their hiney holes?
Turtles.
Oh, I got it right. Ridiculous. Worst question I've ever asked. You got this one right too. Hydroxyzine.
Right.
Well, it's visceral is hydroxyzine, right?
Right.
Yes.
The generic name for visceral.
You gave it away.
See, I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll keep going. 74 questions out of 85. Time machine in Back to the Future was this kind of kick-ass car.
A DeLorean.
Yeah, damn right it was a DeLorean. Let's see what the next question holds, shall we? John DeLorean was busted for trying to buy $24 million of what drug?
Ooh,
Cocaine.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
gotta be.
I don't know what other drug is worth that much.
Right?
It is
Oh.
14-8. This is a 5-point question. Mike, if you don't get it, Tommy gets to counter with the multiple point questions.
Michael.
Oh, how did you know that?
Very good.
Mike knows a lot about me.
Very
He
good,
knows
Mike.
my phone number by heart. Hold on, let me tally up 5 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Those were 5.
10, 50. Yeah, the gold ones, there's only like 4 of them.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 19 to 8. Mike, how did you know that? I am getting a little disturbed. The amount of shit you know about me. You just give out my phone numbers. I don't care. Addicts and alcoholics use this term when they've had enough.
Rock bottom.
This is embarrassing. Good Lord. 7 questions left. What is the alcohol content ABV of Coors Light? How much alcohol is in Coors Light?
2.5%.
It depends on the state.
Yeah.
4.2. Pony
Is
piss.
does it really? No,
Yes.
Yeah, they call it. Wow, I'm surprised at
That's
that.
probably the average, or yeah.
Anyway, the term for he or she who can't handle their liquor. Tim,
Mike?
I get answer the
Or
fucking
me.
question.
I'm lost.
Yeah. you're
I lost.
lost.
You again.
Oh, it's me?
Oh,
Yeah,
All right.
you.
Oh. Term
All right.
alcoholic?
No, let's just stop. Don't throw things
No,
out.
he answered the question, bro.
Oh my God, it's simpler than you're
Oh,
making it out to be.
lightweight.
It's a lightweight.
Oh, okay.
You gotta think of where these things are coming from. They're coming from my head. I'm not right. This English,
Oh, we've had this one.
oh, sure you have. This English-born singer got sober in 2021, put out a hit songs such as "Hello" and "Easy on Me." Oh, don't look.
Oh. Tim.
I saw it.
He knew it. He knew it anyway.
Yeah,
Adele.
That was in the big comeback game. At what age did Amy Winehouse die?
Good-
Was I drunk when I wrote this?
29.
No.
It's the 27 club.
I did
Tommy.
know that. The 27
Jimi
club. I did.
Hendrix, Jim Morrison.
Yup, everybody. Tommy, what drug is commonly known as angel dust? You got this right in other Jeopardies.
Really? Cocaine?
You didn't say
Molly.
that. You didn't say that either.
No, I.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I got
You're right, PCP. You got it, Tommy. Good
No,
job.
he did not.
Yeah,
No,
he
did
said it. He said it under his breath. Oh, here you go, Tommy. 5-pointer. What does PCP stand for? You're not getting this.
I do not know.
Yeah.
But I got one wrong, so that was Mike.
He wouldn't have known either.
Okay.
Phenylglycol hexalipopyridine. Easy, right? No big deal. What was number 2 movie in Tim's Hockey Movie segment?
Is this me or him?
I think it's Mike.
It's. I've lost track
It's
of
Mike.
everything.
Miracle.
No, it was Slapshot. If you'll remember, I gave it to the fans. I didn't like it, but last question. Tommy, what 4 teams did Wayne Gretzky play for?
Edmonton Oilers,
Yup,
Los Angeles Kings.
yup. I knew you'd get those 2. The next 2 are
Yeah.
hard. He was in the twilight of his career.
I mean, okay, I'll guess.
I remember Marty St.
Calgary?
Louis. Remember Marty St. Louis?
I think so.
What does that mean? As we're asking this question, what does that mean to you? Martin St. Louis. St. Louis for. I can't even.
The Blues.
I can't even hand you guys
And
questions.
the Rangers.
Yeah, he's a Rangers. He
Yeah, I forgot about this too.
Him and Messier both came together.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, he fizzled out. I saw him play as a Ranger at the.
Flyers.
How do I turn this off? Yeah, at the Flyers. Oh, it's the background music. I don't know what I'm doing today.
All right, did I win? Did we do enough that I won?
You won 20
Again.
to 9. So everybody give Mike a big
Good job,
round of
Mike.
applause. That a boy, we're all proud of you. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, as they say. I know. I'm funny. All right. So, Tommy wants to, I want Tommy to read our Just for Today. A little bit of a different swing at it, but here we go. Just for Today segment.
So this is Just for Today for September 15th, 2024. And it is titled Filling the Emptiness, off of page 269. We think that if we can just get enough food, enough sex, or enough money, we'll be satisfied and everything will be all right. And then this is the basic text from page 80. In our addiction, we could never get enough drugs or money or sex or anything else. Even too much was never enough. There was a spiritual emptiness inside us. Though we tried as hard as we could to fill that emptiness ourselves, we never succeeded. In the end, we realized that we lacked the power to fill it. It would take a power greater than ourselves to do that. So we stopped using, and we stopped trying to fill the emptiness in our gut with things. We turned to our higher power, asking for its care, strength, and direction. We surrendered and made way for that power to begin the process of filling our inner void. We stopped grabbing things and started receiving the free gift of love our higher power had for us. Slowly, our inner emptiness was being filled. Now that we've been given our higher power's gift of love, what do we do with it? If we clasp that gift tightly to ourselves, we will smother it. We must remember that love grows only when it is shared. We can only keep this gift by freely giving it away. The world of addiction is a world of taking and being taken. The world of recovery is a world of giving and being given. In which world do we choose to live?
I don't know.
There you go.
Just for today, I choose to live in the fullness of recovery. I will celebrate my conscious contact with the God of my understanding by freely sharing with others that which has been freely shared with me.
Tommy, thank you. Isn't that funny? It's about what was it about? Where was I?
Filling the emptiness.
Filling the emptiness. I haven't slept much. It was
It's never
funny.
enough.
No, I
You
mean
have
honestly,
sex,
though,
money.
that's the point. Well, my big epiphany was in our preamble. That's what it's about. We can only keep what we have by giving it away, and that's an AA term. But like, unless you figure that out, you haven't figured life out because you're not giving. Life is rewarding when you're helping other people, and that's what we're doing here. That's what we try to do at meetings. That's what Mike's trying to do here. So that's it. I mean, we're blessed to have this medium to try and share our experience, strength, and hope. I just I have to edit this episode because we cursed 100 fucking times.
Oh,
Okay.
one more thing. Do not kill yourself. Live during Suicide Week, Prevention Week. I mean, not Suicide Week. My
Oh
God.
my god! I was gonna do it on Saturday, but it's over.
Stay for the cheeseburger day. 50-cent double cheeseburger at McDonald's. Stay around for that at least.
Yeah. If that doesn't work, develop a vaping habit like I did. So,
Die of hardening of the arteries with the cheeseburgers,
is
not by
vaping
your
bad for
argument.
you, Mike? Mike, is vaping bad for you?
If you notice, I've cut down, and
Yeah, I noticed you're not using one of my 50 vapes I sent
do you
you.
know why? Because
I
talking
don't
about
know
the
why.
alcohol content, this
Yeah.
is like 2.1. The other stuff you gave me is like 5 and 6 and 7,
Yeah,
whatever
used
that
to it.
means.
They're all
And
5.
right, but when I get to that, it makes me want to switch to doing real cigarettes. So that's not helping me. It's too much nicotine, which was taking me down the cigarette road.
You're a lost
Like,
cause.
I don't need that. So this is my little baby cigarette
Oh
thing,
my
vape.
god.
It's just
All right.
air,
Well, I
no
mean, you know what?
flavors, nothing.
I should have sent you non-nicotine ones. Maybe I will.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So, yeah, and I appreciate what you shared last episode about your struggles with nicotine, your struggles with smoking. And you're right, that was your drug of choice. I mean,
Yeah,
you didn't rip TVs off the wall and pawn them, but you bought a pack of cigarettes every day, $400 a month, whatever that was, and that's what you did nonstop. So I saw it firsthand. So,
I
all
ever
right.
hear, I hear Vicky singing again. I might go buy a pack. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God, are you serious right now? Where'd Tommy go?
No, I'm kidding. I was joshing.
Where did Tommy go?
He got out of Dodge. You knew I was dropping that one.
Guess he's done with us. All right. Well, see ya.
He went off to get a haircut.
I
Our
hope so.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.